Welcome back to California Bountiful. You know, nothing inspires chefs more than getting really great produce to work with. So we thought we'd take a look at how that farm to fork connection continues to grow here in Northern California.
People know what are the new trends. People know what is a few years old and like, oh, like I've seen this before, but what else do you have? And so you have to be on top of your game a little bit and offer something that's pretty special. I think it's gotten to the point where it's assumed, at least in San Francisco, that you're working with farms. Before, everyone used to like plaster the names of farms everywhere, and I think that trend has kind of passed a little bit. Now, people can tell by the ingredients that you're using whether you're farmers market based or not. You know, I think whether you're seeing summer beans in the winter, people are like, I don't know if this is really like a seasonal restaurant.
We use as much local farmers as possible. In Northern California, obviously, we have an abundance of local farms. I think the relationship is important because it's really good to get products from as local as possible to keep the line of transportation as short as possible to be extra green.
What we're giving them is what they want. I love seeing the look on their faces when they open the box to inspect it and they're just like, wow, this is gorgeous. And I let them know it was harvested this morning and they're like blown away. Right here is a rounded arugula. The middle, we have a purple Mizuna. And on the far end over here is our Ruby Streak mustard. It's our bread and butter, and the chefs in town, plus the personal chefs at home for the markets, absolutely love it. They can't get enough of it.
It's almost like a dance partner where like I let them take the lead and then figure out what to do based on that.
I mean, we have so many wonderful, amazing farmers at our fingertips, unlike a lot of other cities in America where, you know, they gotta really, really search and really find that one guy that does this really well. We have like 5 or 6 guys that do that really well.
My name's Nigel Walker from Eat Well Farm, and we're in Dixon, California. So Sacramento's about 20 miles that way, San Francisco's 70 miles that way. 30 years ago, I did a vocational degree in commercial horticulture. And at college, my tutor would sort of take me to one side and say, Nigel, you know, you're going off the rails, organic farming, it's a hippie thing, it's terrible, you know, what are you wasting your time? And I said, well, look, anybody coming into the industry, this was in the early 80s, I mean, you look and you see the customers are really demanding organic produce. And you know, in starting my career, it just made absolute sense to me. I've been farming here on this piece of ground since 1997 and farming in California for 20 years. We're a very different kind of farm. We grow many different kinds of crops. We are harvesting and planting all year round. We sell directly to our customers. People become members of the farm and they get a weekly box of seasonal produce. So we have about 1,300 members of the farm, and it's on an online database, and they sign up and they get a weekly or a bi-weekly box of vegetables. So that is what is in season, fruits and vegetables. We have fruit trees here, we have strawberries, melons, all that kind of stuff. So we pick each week what is the best in season and put it in a box. And there's a newsletter that goes in with each box telling people what's going on the farm, recipes as well, and also inviting them to farm events. So we do a whole series of farm events right through the season. So it's a wonderful way for people to connect to the farm.
As a chef in California, one of my most favorite things to do actually is to go out to the Imperial Valley, the Central Valley, and get into the middle of California agriculture. Because only then do you really understand and you really get influenced and inspired by how much food is grown there. And you also understand the trials and the tribulations of what the farmers go through. If you just go to the farmers market every week, it's a great experience, but you're really not getting the essence of what farming is about. And I think it's something that I like to go and do because it raises my appreciation and awareness every time I do it. And I think that's something that the chefs and the farmers need to band together so we can really raise that awareness.